Hello everyone, welcome back to NiteZpeed. I'm Mike. This video will be different from most of my other videos, as AstroCamp is a personal trip I love to take. I did not film much, but as a photographer, my friends and I photojournaled it all, so you could see why this trip is so special to me. So sit back and relax, crack a beverage, and settle in for this very special episode of NiteZpeed. A few times a year, I'm lucky enough to get out into the Arizona wilderness and enjoy the night sky in its entirety, in all its glory. And what makes it better is when you get to hang out with your pals, escaping the hustle and bustle of everyday life. Photography and astrophotography are my passions and have been for many years. And for me, this trip allows me to deeply indulge my passions in a truly beautiful, rugged, and unforgiving landscape where both my disciplines can thrive. The location for this was the Bradshaw Mountain Wilderness area of the BLM, near Indian Mesa, north of Lake Pleasant, Arizona, in the Great BLM Campground. I know this location well, as I have shot here many times before. The sky conditions are lower Bortle 4, much better than my Bortle 6 skies at home, and it's only 45 minutes away from my front door. Camping in the Arizona wilderness is as close to being a cowboy of old in modern times. Roughing it per se, but with modern conveniences. In the elements, possible danger lurking in the desert, it adds so much to the authentic Arizona feel. And that's why I do it. We arrived early to claim our campsite and to set up for the night. My pal Brett just wanted to try his new camping gear, and this gave him a great opportunity. My pal Victor, as an aspiring young photographer, had never shot in the wilderness before, in day or night, and was eager to try his hand at it.
AstroCamp is going. Brett and my buddy Victor are setting up their tent and everything. We got the tripods out, and we are just getting the mounts ready to go here. So, looking good so far. It is a gorgeous day here in the Bradshaw Mountains. Lots of side-by-sides out in the Hells Canyon wilderness, and absolutely gorgeous. Yeah, a really nice little campsite here. Here has his AstroCamp apartment here. Yeah, look at that. Oh Lord, you two.
Dude, I plan on making some beef. I plan on making some beef stroganoff tonight.
Oh yeah.
He's stroking off tonight.
Oh my God.
We're feasting like kings and queens today.
Is that what we're doing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. See, there
Look,
he is hiding there.
Look, I even got.
Boy, we're really roughing it. He's got a Nintendo Switch with him in the boonies.
Hey, it fits in the backpack, so whatever fits in the backpack.
If you need to update your Wi-Fi, let me know.
Yeah, actually, yours is probably better than mine. So.
Oh God. There.
After Brett, Victor, and I set camp, we took a hike, and I led them up a ridge to a spectacular sight, a view of Indian Mesa. On the top are the ruins and pueblos of the ancient Hokan people, who inhabited this area over a millennium ago, and they disappeared some 700 years ago. We were in the care of the ancients, walking in their footsteps. Awestruck by the view, it was immediately apparent to my pals the crazy idea I was having. Without missing a beat, I knew what had to be done. Returning to camp, Victor and I came up with a game plan. We just needed to wait for the right time, because I was on a mission. Troubling news had reached me just days before this excursion. In Turkey, world-renowned landscape astrophotographer Alyn Wallace had passed away unexpectedly. He was just 34 years old. He was a titan in his craft and to the community. And thanks to his book and his YouTube tutorials, I've become a better landscape astrophotographer because of him. I felt I needed to honor him. He influenced me, and thanks to his channel, I fell in love with landscape astrophotography. Because of that, I decided I would concentrate on my landscape astrophotography and an attempted shot in his honor. A composite shot, my first. I had just recently built a dedicated wide-field landscape astrophotography based on what I'd seen him carry into the field. Although a mite cheaper than his setup, I hoped I could pull a shot off that I've been wanting to get for a while, as it had always had my eye. As always, I had my Canon T6 and my Sigma 17 to 35 f2.8 lens. As always, my faithful Ioptron SkyTracker Pro, my Canon XSI 450D, and the Sigma Apo 7210 f2.8 were up to the task. They're always ready to go, ready always for the show. My target was the Pinwheel Galaxy in the constellation Ursa Major, a target that I had already started gathering data on a few weeks previously. I hope to gather another 6 hours of data for my project for Galaxy season. Meanwhile, I brought 2 untracked landscape astrophotography rigs with me. As always, my legendary untracked monster, with the Canon T6 and my Sigma 17 to 35. And aforementioned new rig that I built that was going into the field completely untested. My Sony Alpha Nex 5N with a Tamron 19 to 35. This rig was completely untested, and I didn't know what to expect. But for its first time out, I was going to take a big swing with a composite shot. And then I brought over Reliable. My Nexstar 5i was purely there for visual astronomy, but I piggybacked my Canon XS and a Sigma Apo XQ 500mm just in case we saw something interesting. Not long after we returned to camp, the sun began to set. I was conducting final checks on my tracked rigs when a SpaceX Falcon 9 rocket lifted off from Vandenberg Space Force Base in California. At a height of 62 miles and accelerating to orbit and clearing the Bradshaw Mountains to the west, I grabbed my smartphone and took these as I tracked it south-southwest, downrange and into orbit. A great way to start the evening, and I hoped a good sign of things to come. The sun set and the night revealed itself. The cosmos before me I set to getting aligned and getting ready for imaging. Once everything was focused and running, I switched gears to landscape astrophotography. While talking and laughing with my friends, I just relaxed and began snapping away subs from my camp channel. Watching Orion set over the Bradshaw Mountains to the west with my friends was beautiful. One of the most enriching experiences was seeing my young friend Victor see darker skies for the first time and stare in awe at the cosmos above him. Your first time is always an enriching experience, one that changes you. It is the first time you finally feel your connection to a wider universe, and you realize the possibilities. If it's one thing I live to share with anyone I care about, it's this experience. It explains the cosmic relationship we should all have. where we truly are and where we can truly go. And go we must into the cosmos, to seek, to find, to know, but never to yield. It explains me and what I'm all about. The time had come to get an image at night of Indian Mesa. Setting up on the ridge overlooking Indian Mesa, I had brought a rig that I had built that was untested. I built this rig from watching Alyn Wallace's channel as my penultimate landscape astrophotography setup. I was eager to try it, and Alyn's methodical process to see what I could get. I hoped I could get a great image, but my expectations were grounded in reality. My first try? As I knew it was my first time, it's often not without issues. I need not have worried. For the first time, it performed better than I could have hoped. I still need to work on a few things, but I think this rig didn't do too bad for what it is. I'll let you be the judge at the end of this video. After getting my subs, I prepared for dawn and prepared my everyday camera for a great sunrise and a morning shoot of my dreams. Morning on Indian Mesa is something to behold. The dynamic colors of the early morning before sunrise is magical. It truly is a sight to behold. It is as ancient as the earth itself. For a moment, you're transported back thousands of years. As a photographer, it is irresistible. And before you know it, you have over 50 more clicks on your camera. The sun rises and the desert wakes up. Birds chirping, critters bustling. A perfect Arizona morning. And you are taken back by the night you've just experienced. We live such busy lives, and often we forget about the simple things in life, friends and things that bring us joy. While I work a real job to make ends meet, it's not who I am. It is a means to a great adventure, an adventure I live for, and I enjoy it when I can. I am by no means the best photographer, astrophotographer, or videographer, far from it. But I am learning, always learning, growing and getting better. NiteZpeed and its purpose is to share my journey and my adventures under the night sky with everyone, because the best moments are meant to be shared with you, your loved ones, and friends. words of a friend to us all, the late great Alyn Wallace. I wish you good luck and clear skies. Thank you, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe. It goes a long way to helping grow this channel. And I'll see you in the next episode of